Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 41. Yes, we are a weekly video game podcast where the three of us come together to give our opinions on all the biggest games. We discuss all the latest video game news, and to wrap up the show, we like to close it out with a fun little game. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our channel and like the video. And with that said, I'd like to introduce my co-host, the Xbox Series X list, Daniel.
I am Series X list. Hello.
And the PS5 list, Sims.
Technically, I own a PS5. I picked it up today from the nice jolly man, and then I took it to the mother-in-law's house.
Well, speaking of like next gen, I have next gen actually. I
do you?
guys. I do have next gen.
Oh, he's got one. Oh,
Sims, I need you to remove Daniel from the video.
Next gen is here. This is the first time I've even opened it.
I've not opened mine. I hope he's not. I hope the guy that bought it me does not watch it. I've not opened it yet.
Oh, there's USB-C right there.
So how does it feel? Someone said
that
it's the most comfortable thing they've ever felt.
No, it kind of feels like a Switch Pro controller a little bit.
Okay.
To be honest, it's pretty smooth. The background. The back of it has a little bit of grooves. That the front is really smooth. The buttons are okay. The D-pad, I don't like this D-pad. Not good. Triggers are like PlayStation DualShock 4 triggers, so not good. Not good. The DualShock 4 triggers suck.
You suck.
The bumpers are actually pretty good.
Pretty good.
They're like a mix between like Xbox and DualShock 4. They're pretty clicky. But they're not as like mashy as the DualShock 4. The regular buttons are okay.
So have you tried it?
These buttons aren't great. No, this is the first time I opened it. This is the first time. It's my first impressions right here. Boom.
Oh wow! Have you got it? Did you get it today?
No, I've been holding on to it. I just didn't want to tell you guys. I wanted it to be a surprise. No. Next gen's here. Woohoo! Next gen.
So I own this Stadia. Well, like big shout out to Chris from the Critic Guys podcast. He hit me up. He's like, do you own YouTube Premium? And I was like, well, I do, but I know where you're going with this. I can't get it because like it's provided by Samsung because I got Samsung Galaxy. They gave me 2 months subscription, and he was like, "I'll get it, yeah." And I was like, "No way!" Yeah. And like he literally ordered it. A couple of days later, he texted me. He's like, "I've got it," and I was like, "Oh, well, you know." He's like, "When we're safer to do it." He's like, well, don't. I can drop it off. I just leave it at your doorstep and then just do the 2 meter rule one. And he came down a couple of days later, dropped it off, and I couldn't believe it. Like, he was such a nice guy. Like, literally classic case of like they're best friends. Like, he's a kind of funny person.
Shout out to him.
Absolutely incredible. Like, thank you so much. Like, I admittedly I've not opened it yet. It's kind of nice just sitting on my shelf. Like, it's polythene.
I'm not going to use this thing.
I want to use it.
That's why I got it. It was free.
And
I got the Chromecast.
You get Stadia Premium with it, right?
I think I get like a month of it.
That's all right.
Or something.
That's okay.
You'd have to keep paying for the actual service.
Yeah.
I got a free Chromecast and a controller.
Yeah, you can't. I can't remember. Yeah.
Even if they go out of business, this is history right here. I got a controller.
I'm thinking about putting it onto this monitor here, just having it there, just to play around with.
Sure.
I can't wait to have a look at it. Like, I'm really excited. I mean, I think they've got
USB-C, so it's going to charge fast.
There you go. Did you get the USB-C-Y with it?
Yeah, I do. It's in there.
Look at that. Big shout out to Stadia in the next gen.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of free games with it too, right?
With premium.
I don't know.
With premium, you get the monthly games or whatever.
Oh, so you have to pay for that.
So. If you just give me a second, guys, I'm gonna go shout at my children.
Sure, we will start with what we've been playing then. I will start because I have been playing motherfucking PS5.
Yes, you have.
So
where
do I want to start this? Yes, I have put an unboxing video up. You can go see that on our YouTube channel right now. There's a picture of Terry Crews on the thumbnail. You'll find it. It's right there. Yeah, of course. Naturally. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, who else would be on the thumbnail, you know? Who knows? Where do I want to start, man? Because I've been playing a lot. Let's start with the console itself, I guess.
Sure, yeah. Start that controller.
Yeah. I'm going to combine the controller with the Astro's Bot review because, yeah, I think that'll explain the controller the best it could. But the system itself, yeah, it's I have some problems with it. I have some. I love it overall. It's much faster than PS4. It's the store being integrated into the actual dashboard now is real nice. It feels great. It's so fucking quick, man, to load into the store. Like, I mean, it's just instantly, that.
So now that you see games and stuff, like how the store was always laggy on PlayStation 4. It's always had to load like stuff. There's none of that anymore.
No,
It's
not
pretty
really.
quick to like get to games and find games.
It's extremely quick. I mean, it's right away, pretty much. Like as soon as you pop it in the store, you can find whatever you need. I find that to be true with pretty much everything. Like even trying to just go over to, like, I don't use my PlayStation for going on Netflix and shit like that most of the time. But this I might start now because it's so quick. Like I just downloaded YouTube because a lot of times I'll just pop in a YouTube video real quick when between games or whatever. So I keep YouTube on there. And that just loads so fast that I'm thinking about just because I have a Chromecast that I use for all my apps and stuff. But I'm thinking about just downloading the rest of the apps on there just because it's so quick now.
You didn't use consoles in the first place.
No, I used Chromecast because that was just always faster. That and it had everything I wanted. For the longest time, PlayStation didn't have like all the apps I wanted. You know what I mean? Xbox did. When I had my Xbox One, I would use that for everything. But
I don't understand why PlayStation always misses.
Yeah, they always seem to be a little bit behind. Even right now, I couldn't find HBO Max on there on PS5, so I was like, what's up with that? I think it's on there though. Like I've read it's on there. Maybe I just gotta search it and like through the crossbar because like I looked in the app section, I just didn't see it. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough. There's some problems I have with it though. Like so the biggest thing I had was for whatever reason, when you try to download a digital version of a game and there's a PS4 version of that game, it'll download the PS4 version without like notifying you that you're not downloading the PS5 version. So this happened to me.
Just download both, and then you'll have your hard drive taken up even quicker.
It wasn't even both. It was just the PS4 version.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, it was even worse. Yeah, and like they just didn't tell you this. So the first thing I did was start downloading Miles Morales, and then I click on it, and I'm like, what's going on here? Because I was like, this don't look right.
Did a PS4 logo pop up?
No, nothing popped up. I could just tell from the main menu screen because there's like this little quick thing with Miles walking around, and I was like, this ain't giving me PS5 vibes,
Yeah.
So I went back on it, and then you can click on like these like three little icon dots, and then you'd see that this is the PS4 version. Then you can switch it over to the PS5 version. It's not that big of a deal once you download the game and then delete the PS4 version because then it'll always boot up the PS5 version. But it's something they have to upgrade for sure.
They need to have like how an Xbox, if it'll have like a 360 bar or like an original Xbox bar. They need to do something like that. So if it is
like
PlayStation 4,
just have like on the
on the download bit, PS4,
or just on the page, just have like how like if you buy the box in store, right? It'd say PS4 in the top of PS5. Maybe just do that with the
that's what I mean. That's
the
what
symbols.
On the game.
Exactly. Do it like that. Maybe that'd be better. I don't know, or just update it somehow. I don't even know. It was just such a weird thing. That and then my controller wouldn't charge for a couple days, so it was charging, but it wasn't showing me that it was charging. Very weird. But then this update came out. Yeah, but this update came out yesterday that and people are like they don't know what it does. What the update did? I can tell you what the update did. It fixed the fucking controller problem because now it's fine.
What would the bar look like?
It was just one. You know how there's like the three dots in the battery, the three little dashes.
Always show one, even if you charge.
Yeah, it would always show one, even if I had it plugged in for like 2 hours.
So would the notification keep popping up saying your controller needs to be charged?
No, yeah. The controller was charged. It just wasn't showing me that it was
would you
charged.
still get that notification?
As soon as it wasn't actually charged. Like it was like it could detect that the controller was dying. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so that was annoying, but they fixed that problem, which is nice. And then I had one crash already. I know you guys probably heard about the PS5's crashing a bunch. Yeah. But I've had one. I haven't had too bad a problem with it. I was just in the middle of a cutscene in Spider-Man, which was kind of fucking weird. Yeah, it pissed me off once that happened because it didn't boot back up for like 2 minutes. But I guess I'm kind of lucky because I've only had one. I've heard of people having like multiple of these already, so it doesn't seem too bad. And there's problems with both systems with this already, I've heard, but I guess I don't know. Everyone's just saying like, oh, these are just like launch day problems. I don't really accept that. Like, why? Like, why are we having launch day problems with $500 systems? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I don't really understand that. Like, shouldn't they have this all worked out?
At least it's only a software issue. Like a hardware issue is a completely different story.
Yeah. Hopefully,
wasn't there somebody that had a hardware issue with the SSD or something like that?
I've heard. I seen someone. Don't get me wrong, I didn't look into it. Someone was moaning today on Facebook regarding like the PlayStation just not booting, or something happened and it took a while. Or I don't know. I didn't read too much into it, but I know they had problems. Xbox has had problems as well. It's just teething problem. It is. I know Connor says he doesn't accept it. You put that many systems out there, and I mean, I'm sure that the software should have been like tested vigorously.
I get it. Everything's so like internet based now that these consoles are just gonna have problems and shit, and they can update them and stuff. But still, it's just like paid $500 for this thing.
Yeah,
it's just,
of course.
Why are there any problems?
Premium quality?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like the system shouldn't be crashing on me.
I suppose that for me though, I'm quite grateful that I know I bitch and moan about it jokingly. That, we made the decision to have the PlayStation for Christmas. Hopefully by Christmas we'll be past that. I know that's only a month away. Hopefully we can be. Everything should be ironed out. It's just teething problems. I expected stuff like this. So, I mean, obviously, if his PlayStation caught fire, then they'd be like, "Well, this is a problem."
But I like a lot of the other things. Trophies are really nice now. I think you can just pull them up on the you press the button once and then you can go over to your profile, then click trophies. They're a little bit more hidden and hard to get to now, but then once you go into trophies, they're more detailed than ever.
So is it on that media bar we talked? Because remember when they showed the UI off, I mentioned to you guys
through it. If you're in game, you can click on like one of the trophies will pop up immediately, and it'll tell you on the activity card like what percentage you're at, and you can easily click through it quickly through there. But most of the time, if you're just like on the dashboard, you click on your profile and then scroll down the trophies. That's where it would be. So they're a little bit more hidden now, which is kind of weird.
I mean, it's like the home screen.
Yeah, that you would click on your profile icon and then there's
there isn't an icon.
Well,
there is on the PS4.
I seen on the video, if you click the PS button, then the smart bar comes up at the bottom. What's it called? Is that what it's called?
Smart bar.
You can edit that. You can have whatever you want in that menu.
Oh, can you really?
Yeah, I watched a video on that, and you can choose to have trophy options there. So instead of you going through your profile I saw that in a video. He said you can change it to whatever you want.
Yeah, because I got the game-based one on there right now, which is just what they call the friends list and shit now. I'm about to take that one off, put the trophies on for sure.
That's good.
But good to know. And then, once you get into the trophies more, there's a lot more detail now, a lot more stuff. They'll tell you percentages, stuff like that. You can compare with your friends a lot quicker, a lot easier. There's also no loading now with the friends list and stuff like that. I mean, there's a little bit, but not like, it's not as nearly as bad as the PS4.
I do have a question while we're on the hardware itself.
Yeah, go for it.
Before we move on to the games, how customizable is everything? I know you guys we've mentioned, and
he just told me that, so like apparently I don't know.
Well, okay, I don't like the vibration. I don't want any of the haptics, like even those cards. Like I don't.
Yeah, I know. I haven't gotten rid of any of that, but I know you can.
It's pretty customizable.
I'm not sure about the cards. I've heard that you can't.
How about the cards?
The cards are cool. I think everyone
customized. Could I just like mess with what I want to see and stuff like that? Do you know?
Probably. I'll have to look into it a bit more. I honestly I don't mess around with that stuff too much, but the activity cards are really cool though.
They only come up when you press that button.
Yeah, once you press the home button in the media bar, not the media bar, the smart bar, whatever we're gonna call it, pops up. Yeah, that pops up, and then all the cards pop up. If you're in game though, if you're just on the menu, only the little bar will pop up. But the activity cards are really cool. They're really nice for Astrobot. Like I needed one more collectible in Astrobot. I just popped up the media bar, and then I clicked on the card for the one I needed, and then it like popped up, hey, do you want to watch a short little video on where this is? And it was like a 10-second video and showing me where that last collectible was, and I was like, oh, it's right over there. Like that was really cool. Stuff like that.
Interesting.
Really enjoyable. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a good idea. I don't know how much it'll all be used, with the activity cards and stuff, and especially with the videos. I can't imagine third-party developers taking the time to make a bunch of like 10-second videos just showing you where a collectible is and stuff,
Hopefully like Sony reach out to like these like Power Picks and PS Trophies and who the other, there's another guy isn't there that does it.
PS Trophies.
Power Picks.
That guy.
Yeah, hopefully they'll just reach out to them and say, can we A, use your videos, or B, can you make videos for us? Like,
yeah, but that'd be nice. You have to really or pay them because like that's their business. You know,
They've got to be paying someone to do it, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't see that happening. I honestly see the feature really not being used as much because a lot of people just go up to IGN and just look up IGN guides.
If it makes it easy, I mean, I know, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I don't agree with it. I mean, the IGN guides and all that.
I know that's what we both agreed with.
So, like, but even if they did just pay, like IGN, like, we're going to use your footage or whatever, why not? If it's easier enough to get to, like he just said, he was like, I missed a collectible, and then that'd be well good for me. Let's pick the phone up. I don't know. You might be right though. I don't think they'll abandon it. I just think it probably be
even already though in Spider-Man, I was looking for one last collectible I needed for these collectibles, and there was no video on it. You know what I mean? So it's just like
I go to IGN or something.
Yeah, I just looked it up like normal. You know what I mean? I mean, Spider-Man's super easy because they got the icons everywhere, but it's just there was no video on a Spider-Man one, and that's already a first-party game, is what I'm saying. So like, I don't think these are going to be used too much. But the video things aren't completely necessary because they still always give you the percentages. So every game's going to do that already, So it's like part of it's going to be used no matter what, just not the video aspect. It's kind of disappointing, but I don't mind it too much.
So regarding like clocking your hours of game, how accurate is that?
I mean, it's accurate to the point where it's running even if you pause the game, which I don't like because I leave my game on pause all the time. So I will never have like an accurate time on my games.
What about your other games like PS4? Previously.
I think it goes back and tells you all that too. Yeah.
Have you looked into any games that you're quite intrigued about?
Yeah. My times for them, you mean?
Yeah.
I had like 200 hours in Crash Team Racing, something like that.
That's mental.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking hours. I had like 60 something in Tony Hawk.
Can you sort it? Can you sort it out by time of played?
What do you mean? So like your longest
amount
of hours in a game first? Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You can do that with a lot of things. Like you can do that in the games menu now. One thing I don't like is in when you go to your games library now, you can't hide things anymore. I don't know why they would take this out. Because I have so many like betas and demos and shit that when I'm scrolling through my games library, I'm just like, I don't like seeing these. You can delete them, and I mean they're not installed, obviously, but the icon's still there if you wanted to re-download it.
Even games library bit.
No, I know. Yeah, I mean, even if you can't delete it from even.
So all the games in my games library are pretty much deleted. Like they're not installed on my thing.
No, that's what I mean though. In the library section, you can't even delete it.
Oh, like permanently delete it?
Yeah.
No, you can't do that. Yeah, but yeah, I don't like that. There was a hidden option on PS4, like that you could hide those things. Oh yeah, I would use
on
that.
Xbox as well.
Yeah, and that was just like my junk file. You'd go in there and it's like all disgusting and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Alphas.
A Battleborn beta. What was I doing? But yeah, hopefully they just that's a simple update. I'm sure they'll add that in at some point. Okay. They need to. But it's just weird. Like, why are you taking things away that the PS4 had? I just don't get that.
I think it all goes down to software, doesn't it? New software and I think if they put all of it in at the same time, more problems would arise. Like, because it's not the same software, is it? It's a completely different UI. So,
yeah, backwards compatibility, real quick, is super nice. It's quick as hell, man. It's just so fast. I loaded in Tony Hawk after a couple hours after I had it, and it was just like crazy.
How fast does it load?
So fast, man. It's like I don't know. I don't know the exact seconds it took on PS4 for Tony Hawk to load, but like it's probably less than half the time now because like in Tony Hawk I'm jumping between levels all the time and always that level. Yeah, I've already noticed that like I'm spending way less time on my phone and stuff just because
even if for me like it's map stuff too. Like you pull up a map and usually the map pops up a little bit to pop up.
Fast and travel, man. Like you're trying to go across the map in Spider-Man, take 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You're just playing.
I'm upset that you fast travel in Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh well, if you're in Harlem and you want to get all the way down there, it's just,
the bottom of Manhattan.
I don't though. I know what you mean. I used it just to look at how fast the fast travel was. Sims.
I'll let you off.
Okay, cool. And then that's pretty much all I have to say about the system. It's way better overall. Obviously, it's just
is it as quiet?
So I mean, I never had this problem with the PS4 though. Yeah, it's just
and not too. I've had it be a little loud, but not.
I
as much.
know everyone complains about how loud the fucking PS4 was, so obviously it's a problem. But like, I never did. But yeah, this is super quiet. I don't hear a damn thing.
And have you touched it after you like played it? Have you felt how warm it is?
No, did not do that one.
And then where is it kept? Are you standing it up? Or are you lying it down?
Under my TV.
So you're lying it down.
Oh yeah, I lie it down. Yeah.
And how is installation of the thingamabobby?
What do you mean?
The stand.
I don't use the stand.
So you just got it floating around.
So like, there's like 2 little bars under my table, and there's like a gap in between them. So there's like air flowing up, and then it's open behind it. I don't know.
So you're not on the. It's not lying down on the stand. You've just got it like.
Yeah, I just got down.
Oh man, I've got bad anxiety now.
It's pretty heavy. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The way it looked on the side, I thought it looked weird on the side, if I'm being honest. I like put it up on the side. I was like, it's kind of weird. The size of the console, though, actually, I don't have a problem with the size. In my mind, it is the same size as a 360. In my mind, like it's not. I'm sure it's not, but like in my mind, as the 360 where you can take off the hard drive, they're the same exact size. That's exactly what I thought.
I love that 360. It's such a weird design, but like it's even bigger than the original Xbox, and that thing was a monster.
Is that huge?
Yeah,
Okay.
that original Xbox was way too.
Yeah,
big.
I don't know. Maybe the size just got so hyped up in my mind that I was like just expecting this giant console to pop out of the box, and then once I pulled it out, once I pulled it out, I was just like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's okay. To the game.
Let's get on. Nah, I haven't been playing any games. But
He's
where do we want to start? Let's start with Astro's Playroom, because then I talk about the DualSense too. Astro's Playroom is fucking incredible. Like, it is such a good game. It's really weird, man. Like, I was not expecting this game to actually be so good. You know, like the platforming is excellent in this game. The level designs are great, and in it, you know, there's so many unique.
I want to let you talk completely
Go
before
for
you
it.
before you go. Can I, with turning it off? Is it? Should I?
You're not gonna be able to do that with this game.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
I won't.
Daniel, I would.
You
I'd
won't
probably recommend
play
you
it.
don't play it.
Okay.
Because this game revolves so much around the controller and everything it's doing.
That's all I
that-
wanted to hear. You can keep
Yeah,
going.
it is
Surely you're going to
100%.
experience it just to see what he's saying.
I would play it just to see if you. I know you're not gonna like it at all, but like just to see it, just to like feel it all. You know,
I've seen a bunch of footage already.
Okay, cool.
That's pretty. I just didn't know if you could turn it off, but continue.
Yeah, no, I don't. You're not gonna be able to with that game because you need to use so much of it. Yeah. Where do I want to start? So yeah, there's a bunch of cool shit in Astro's Playroom. There's my favorite things are these there's little cameramen posted around that are pointing at like different iconic moments from PlayStation's history.
Oh yes,
These are really cool. Yeah, they're not like a collectible or anything. They're just something cool you can go and see and stuff. So there's like a God of War one. I posted a cool Crash Bandicoot one, stuff like that. And these are everywhere, and they're
I
so
saw
cool.
one. It was a snake. He was like in his box, and he kept like peeking out of the box and then going back in the box. I thought that was so funny.
I looking online, just seeing people try to guess what this one was and stuff, like because they go way back to like just shit people didn't even play or like no one even knows of now. I mean, obviously someone does, but just stuff like that is really cool. It's just a really charming game. It's just like the game just celebrates PlayStation, and like PlayStation is like old enough now to where you can do that, because when the first PS come out, 94, right?
95,
I think.
95. So yeah, I mean, there's just so much history in PlayStation now. That's cool to have a game just revolving around celebrating PlayStation's history. It's really good, and it's just like a really good game overall. I just can't stress that enough. Like how good of a platformer this actually ended up being. I was just blown away. There's some of the things get a little annoying. Like, I honestly did, Daniel, get a little annoyed with the walking around. There's this one sand level, right? And so you feel, yeah, I got the controller to demonstrate. You feel the sand at the bottom here, right? You can like feel it. So like you feel the vibrations like sprinkled around on the bottom, if that sounds right. I was explaining this in my own.
Look how angry he looks.
Daniel, you'll love it. But
I hate it so much.
That did annoy me a little bit because the whole level you were just walking down the sand, or the whole level this thing's vibrating like that, and I was like, all right, this is a bit much, guys. But it's still really cool.
How did they have the trigger pull stuff too in this game?
Yeah, so you get a bow and arrow in one level in this game. You can feel it like
no
that.
way,
Yeah.
not a bow and arrow.
Yes, a bow and arrow. You can feel the tension, Sims.
In the bow and arrow.
In the bow and arrow.
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah, there's one that was like a Gatling gun type thing, like a machine gun thing.
Oh, so it just
yeah, you could feel like each bullet when you're pressing.
Oh, no. That sounds crazy.
It was cool though. It was cool. Yeah, I really like the triggers though. The triggers are a cool idea. I would be interested to see how this can be used in like some first-person shooters and stuff. Like with stuff, because you could feel the difference in each gun. Like there was a couple different guns in this game.
I think Call of Duty said that they're doing that.
Yeah, I know COD said they're doing that. Not a couple different guns. There was the bow and arrow and the Gatling gun. That's pretty much it. But like you could feel the difference in those in the triggers, just the amount of resistance that was being used and stuff.
So with the resistance, like, could you break it? Like obviously you want to put as much, you want to force it down.
I'm sure you could.
Are you gonna break something like accidentally or?
There's one where you get in this monkey suit in Astrobot, right? And you're climbing up, but you're using the triggers to climb up, right? So like you're pressing this one to grab with your left hand, and then this with your right hand. And then there'd be some that are more sensitive, like the next peg you're grabbing onto, and they could break if you press too hard on the trigger. So you gotta like feel it in the trigger, like where it stops exactly, and then lightly press it to grab up, and then grab the next one. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you could break it if you wanted to. Yeah, for sure. It's not like it's like an impossible.
Do you think this will Do you think this will cause problems over in the next 2-3? Let's say this time next year. Do you think there'll be a percentage of controllers that have suffered with like you?
Oh, and they can no longer do the locked resistance.
Yeah, yeah. Because
you know what? You know what I can see it affecting Sims is maybe the battery. Maybe battery's dying.
Yeah, because it's constantly getting hammered. But like but say I haven't got a controller. But if you say if that button does not want to be pressed down and you are pressing it down, can that break? Would that break? Can you hear clicks? So you
No, I don't. It's not like there's like a band that comes up or something and stops you from resisting it. It's just like a feeling. I don't know. I can't like explain it.
It's something that you like. That's the most intriguing part for me. Like normally, obviously, on COVID times, you'd go to your GameStop, whatever, and they'd be like, "Oh, do you want to try this?" And be like, "Yeah, please." Like I remember trying VR before, in a shop, and I just don't have that. And it's the fact that I just want to hold the controller, like. But then again, I don't want to ruin it now because I've got one, and I may as well just wait another month. But it's the fact that kind of can't explain it. Like the fact that you're saying, "Oh, the sand down here," I still don't know what that feels like.
It's like just vibrations.
Vibrations.
Don't ruin this for me, Daniel. All right.
I'm just trying to.
It is different. I mean, he's right though. It is different vibrations throughout the controller.
But the vibrations, you can't imagine that feeling like sand.
So like
icons.
The other example I used was like when you were stuck in the mud in Astrobot, right? Like this is like almost the exact opposite of the sand now. This was like a little bit higher up and like throughout the whole thing vibration, but it was like a slow rumble, if that makes, because you're trying to move your feet out of the mud, Yeah,
so we've all used Joy-Cons like that. They had that HD rumble, like where you could feel like the ice cube.
It's different than that though, because it's throughout the whole controller now.
Well, I mean, it is throughout the whole Joy-Con.
That was just in the triggers.
No, the Joy-Con.
The Joy-Con was like you could like tip the ice and stuff.
Yeah.
It's something that we just have to experience, and Daniel he's never really experienced it.
The touchpad's way better now too. It's way more accurate now. There's way more space with it too.
I'll get onto that with that in a minute. I've got a big problem with that. With the PS4, the PS4 version.
What's your grievance? Go for it.
I know, because it involves my game, and I have to tell you a story.
Okay. All right.
And then, I'm glad that you said that.
But overall, I mean, with the controller, just to end the controller, like I love that it's just a Xbox controller now. Like it really is. Like I mean, take away all the haptic feedback and the triggers and shit. Like it is just a wider, heavier controller. Why does that matter?
Because it matters.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't necessarily think
I don't like the triggers.
The triggers on this are different now, though.
They feel better than the DualShock 4.
I mean, in my opinion, yeah, but I don't. Maybe you won't like them, but yeah, I love that it's just a heftier, bigger controller now. That's what I've always wanted with PlayStation.
More weight.
Yeah, more weight, bigger. I've always wanted that, and now I finally got it. It's my new favorite controller. I've never tried the Elite 2 though, so.
I still have. Yeah, I want to try the Elite 2.
Yeah, once I get a Series X, I'm going to buy an Elite 2 too. So we'll see how those compare. But yeah, that's the controller. Astro's Playroom though. Yeah, I platinumed it. I recommend everyone. I would recommend you play this game with the trophies and go for it like that. That's how I would do it. This game took me about 6 hours with the. I'm very slow when I play games too, but it took me about 6 hours overall just getting the platinum and everything. I just, I beat the game to platinum it. I'd recommend everyone play it like that, get all the collectibles and stuff like that. It's very quick platinum, very easy, but yeah, that's how I do it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you put the PlayStation up, you do all the settings, etc. Is it already installed?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh,
no, I think there's a quick download. There might have been like a day one patch.
Like a patch?
Yeah.
What other than that?
Other than that, I'm pretty sure.
Because obviously, I think
pre-installed.
you want to put like Miles Morales in and then play Astro while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the download speeds are much quicker now as well, which is weird. I thought that was an internet thing, not a console thing.
I mean, it's both.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. So like my Miles Morales download was already. I didn't even have time to really play Astrobot because I went downstairs real quick, got some shit, and then I came back up and Miles Morales was download.
Do you want to give a score to Astro? Is it like
sure? Yeah. I didn't think about it. My problem was as soon as it was over, it was when I was really in love with it, and then it ended. That's like I really got into it, and like the last level, I was like, okay, this game's fucking incredible, and then it was done. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
Maybe a little longer.
Yeah, if it was a little longer, a little more in depth, I really hope they make a sequel to this, like a full-fledged game. That'd be
actually make it.
Yeah, I feel like this character's great, the whole world, and make like a whole game revolving around PlayStation nostalgia would be really cool. But yeah, that's Astrobot. Great game. Highly recommend it. And then I've also been playing Spider-Man. Or Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Right. Before we start, I don't want no spoilers.
Yeah,
well,
I will be extremely careful with
you
spoilers.
have to be very careful.
Out of the way first of what I want to say about the story. I will not say anything.
I have banned my kids from watching Dan TDM videos of him playing Spider-Man.
Okay. I will be extremely careful for the both of you because I know you have played. Where do I start then? So yeah, I beat it.
Wow.
I beat it. I 100%ed it. I didn't get the platinum yet because you got to do a new game plus.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah, you got to get a new game plus for platinum.
No, I don't like that.
I hate that.
Spider-Man, I'm not a trophy person, but I did platinum the base game.
Right. So you won't platinum. It would be the same thing where you just naturally platinum this one, if not for the new game plus trophy.
Yeah.
So you could, so you've obviously got all the collectibles. You've done the story. You've done whatever else you need to do. So now this run is literally main mission. What I'm going to
do is at some point I'm going to replay through Spider-Man Remastered, and then I'm going to play through Miles Morales, just have like a whole Spider-Man couple weeks or whatever with me. Yeah, because I want to re-platinum that game too.
Yeah, baby.
But yeah, that's going to be a fun time. I don't know when I'm going to do that. I'm going to wait for a downtime to do that. I figure that'll be a really nice thing to have in my back pocket, just 2 Spider-Man games to play. But where do I? And I gotta be careful with the story. Okay.
I mean, you could just, you don't have to.
I'm not gonna say anything about the story. I love the game overall. It was fucking fantastic. I mean, it was as expected. It was great. You could argue this game's story is better than the first one's, honestly, and I'd probably agree. I'd probably agree that the story is better. It's much more tight, much more compact. Obviously, it's shorter. This feels, if the first game felt like a season of a television show or whatever, this feels like a movie. That's kind of how it feels. Yeah. Yeah, the story's very good. Super good side characters. Gets very emotional. I will say that.
A lot of people have said this. It's so intriguing.
Yes, I do not get choked up.
Miles's backstory is through tragedy.
Yeah. There's a lot of like really emotional moments. I do not get choked up easily. There's one moment in this game I got slightly choked up, and that does not happen to me. But yeah, it got me a little bit. Yeah, side character's great. I won't go into any more in the story. It's great.
Just soundtrack. Tell me about the soundtrack.
Soundtrack's great. They do this cool. It's got like this hip hop vibe to it almost. When you're in the first one where you drop down, then you swim back up, and that music starts. It's a different soundtrack now, so you hear it all the time, and That's great. Music's fantastic. The whole vibe to this game is just super cool. There's a lot of like neon going on and stuff, and that combined with the ray tracing is super cool. So I played in
fidelity or performance.
Fidelity. Yeah, okay. I did fidelity. I tried performance. I want the ray tracing.
Is it as smooth as people say? Is it that good?
With what 60
frames per second? Yeah.
Performance. I mean, I liked it, but like, I don't really care about frame rate.
No, I'm not.
I do. It feels better for this game, certainly, but like, I want that ray tracing. I want everything as good as it can possibly look. That's just how I like things, you know. Especially once I saw the ray tracing. Once you see it, like I was telling you guys in the Discord, like there was a point where I was fighting up against a building, and you could see the reflections coming off the building, right? And you could literally see a different angle of Miles fighting in the building, like on the reflections. And that was the one thing that like blew my mind with these graphics, where I was just like, holy shit, that's crazy, you know. Like he's kicking a guy in the face, and you look in the mirror, he's kicking a guy in the face on the other side, you know. Like it's really crazy.
I'm so excited. Like, just getting me more hyped.
Oh yeah, it's great, man. You're gonna love it. And then there's some really cool side missions in this one. They do a really good job through the side missions of like sort of building out Harlem, you know, because with the people in Harlem and kind of like connecting Miles to Harlem more, you know. They do a really good job of that through the side missions. I'd recommend like playing the side missions while you're playing the main story, you know what I mean? And like get them all done before the end of it, just because you really get that connective feeling leading up to it. The length of the game, I wasn't bothered by it at all. Honestly, I didn't even notice it was shorter until I beat it, you know. Then I put it down and I was like, oh, okay, this was shorter. But like honestly, when I'm in it, I was kind of, even though I was getting all the collectibles, I was like, it's kind of long. I was like, it's a bit much.
No spoilers. Does it kind of just end, or does it like have a satisfying end? You know what I mean? Does it just kind of just end? Okay.
Yeah, extremely. Yeah. Very emotional. Yeah. But yeah. Do the side missions. Game length's great. You know, I wasn't bothered by it. I probably so I 100% in it. Probably did 14 hours, I'd say, right around there. Probably about 14, 15, something like that. So yeah, I wasn't bothered by the game length at all. I know some people will be, especially if this is like the only game you're getting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't bother me, not at all. But I tend to like shorter games too, you know. So
I do. Yeah. I never like a game to overstay its welcome.
Yeah, exactly. And this certainly doesn't.
Spider-Man did that, and I don't admit
the first one did.
Yeah, it did a bit. Like
to me, it didn't.
If you go for the platinum, it might a little bit, but yeah. The thing is with Spider-Man, why I put these games just a notch above a lot of these other open world games, is just the traversal, honestly. Like, it's just so... There's not a second in this game where you're not having fun, because the traversal is so goddamn fun. You know what I mean? That's just what puts Spider-Man above everything else. It's just always going to have a leg up on these other open world games, because the traversal is so damn good, you know? There's some neat combat changes. I gotta be careful about these, because they kind of get spoilery.
Don't say anything
about it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
What about the costume effect in Spider-Verse?
That's what you want to hear about? Okay. Yeah. I mean, you see it. It looks crazy. It's weird with that one, with the Spider-Verse suit, because it somehow just changes the whole environment almost. You know, it doesn't, like, actually, it just changes the character, but like it almost looks like everything's more cartoony when you switch into that mode. So yeah, that's crazy. I actually don't mess with the suits too much. I stick with the classic suit, especially when I'm playing like main stories. I can't stand if like I get on a cutscene and he's wearing some ridiculous outfit. I'm just like, I can't do this. What am I doing?
I like the white spider suit for the first game.
Yeah, that's what I used. I used the original. And
it's like, you know, if you stood there and you were green and red, and you know, how is that guy taking you seriously?
Right. I wish there were more boss fights in the game. There's a few, and they're all really good. One of them in particular is like super fucking cool. But I just kind of wish there were more of that.
That's probably just length.
I think overall the game, it felt more like DLC for Spider-Man 1 than I wished. You know, I think leading up to it, I kind of expected more of a prequel to Spider-Man 2 than I was expecting a sequel to Spider-Man 1, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Where this game really doesn't do too much original. Like there are some things, but it doesn't do too much that the first game didn't do, which is disappointing. I wish it just differentiated itself a little bit more. Like stealth, for example. I think stealth in these Spider-Man games are average at best. I do not. It's funny because I was thinking about this when we did our game of the generation thing. I was thinking about this while I was playing Spider-Man. It's like I didn't bring up how much I disliked the stealth in Spider-Man once during that, and that's just because the game's so good overall and the traversal's so good that I just completely forgot about it. But I think stealth in these games are just like it's nowhere near as good. It tries to do the Batman Arkham stealth, but it's never that good. It's never close to that good. It just isn't. I don't know why. I think they need to kind of revamp the whole stealth system for the sequel. There's some new points in the map too. There's some stuff they added on, but I kind of wish they added on more. Like I was almost expecting like slight spoiler, not really. Miles moves to Harlem in this game, you know, and he said, you know, he used to live in Brooklyn. I was like, well, I kind of wish you guys just took all of Brooklyn and made that, you know. I know I'm kind of asking a lot there, but like, you know, I kind of hope. I don't want Spider-Man 2, proper sequel, to just be the same map again, is what I'm saying. I don't want that
again.
Yeah, I don't want, especially if it's just that same map. Like
I like to go to like Queens and, you know, go to Brooklyn stuff.
Yeah, or like redo the map, you know, like GTA. It's not like when they made GTA 5, they just used the map from GTA San Andreas. Yeah, exactly. They redid that whole thing. So I kind of hope they do that. So this doesn't do that, which is kind of why I'm just. And then just the side activities and stuff overall. These are all things we saw in Spider-Man 1. There are a lot of different things in the combat, which I won't go into because they're kind of spoilery. But yeah, it differentiates itself in the combat more than it does anything else. Everything else is like basic. You saw it in the first Spider-Man. What else do I want to say? That's pretty much all I got without going into spoilers. I would love to do a spoiler cast on this one if you guys.
Okay. It'll have to be a while, man. I'm so upset.
I would love.
Yeah, I'll probably play it this week, maybe.
Yeah, I would love to get
it
on
it. Probably this week.
You get a PS4 version, or PS5.
I think you'll be.
If you get the PS4
version, honestly,
I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't buy it again. No.
Yeah, honestly, I think you'll be just fine on the PS4 version. I don't. It's just gonna play like the first Spider-Man did. It's gonna be that exact same thing.
Do you want to give it a review too?
Yeah, I will definitely give this one a score. I was gonna give it an 8.5, but the ending got me so hard. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Yeah, baby.
So, what would you give the first? What would you have given the first one?
A 10.
Okay, so this is you think it's slightly worse.
I think because it doesn't differentiate itself enough from the first game, it doesn't do enough things that you got to give it like a whole point lower.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would not disagree with you if you said this game is better than the first one. I wouldn't disagree at all. I wouldn't even argue.
Before we move on, did you put Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack on while you're playing?
No, did not do that.
You played it wrong.
Oh, I'll try that next time. I boot it up.
Play that soundtrack. Just play.
Yeah. So that's Spider-Man. Which I could talk more about it. Once you guys play it, we'll definitely all get into it more. It's a great game. I one of my favorites of the year. Can't recommend it enough. Then I got more. I got more, guys. I'm just busted out this PS. I've been playing Bug Snacks. Snacks. I'm about 3-ish hours in, 3-4. It's weird. It's fucking weird, guys.
I'm sure.
This game, you start it, you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's got this weird like horror vibe / mystery.
The trailer did.
Yeah, but then like everyone's like super like it's like they're trying to. I won't spoil anything.
I don't care if you spoil this game.
Sure, who does? But they're trying to like cover up this mystery. It seems like so you start off, you're a detective. You get hired to go to this island to find this missing person. Forget her name. And you also get hired to write about bug snacks and like what bug snacks are and stuff because they're just these mysterious creatures on this island. And you get there and everyone's kind of acting a little weird towards you. There's kind of like a mystery thing going on. No one wants to like exactly tell you what happened to this person you're looking for and stuff. And, like there's just this whole like weird vibe going on. And then on top of that, you're catching these bug snacks, which is just like straight up like it's like Pokemon Snap mixed with like I don't know, fucking almost actual Pokemon. But you're not like catching them by like throwing a ball. There's like a bunch of different traps.
Because I played this game this year, it kind of reminded me of A Journey to the Savage Planet.
Does it? Okay.
Where you're kind of in these environments and you have like objectives that you're trying to do. You're not really trying to capture a bunch of stuff in Journey to the Savage Planet, but you can like take pictures of these things, and that's a part of like some of the objectives and stuff.
It's funny because I can't remember what else they compared it to, the developers, when they said it was like BioShock, Pokemon Snap, and something else. Yeah, the BioShock one I see 100%. It's got like it's got the weapon wheel for one thing, where you got like, the camera and stuff. The camera's straight out of BioShock. I was like, okay, this is exactly BioShock. But it also has just like each character has like their own section, like BioShock does. You know what I mean? Like going into the next level, and that's
Tenenbaum's level stuff.
Yeah,
like
that's Tenenbaum's section. So you're gonna meet Tenenbaum there. You're gonna fight her goons or whatever stuff like that. That's exactly how this one's kind of set up, where like each character's in their own little section, and like really I totally get the BioShock vibes from it. Yeah, even like the crouching and the stealth feels like that. Or, like the sneaking up on the bug snacks kind of feels like when you're sneaking up on just random guys and they're like talking to each other and stuff. But there's some really cool characters in this. Like it's actually like got a really good the story has grabbed me in bug snacks thus far, which is very weird. I think it's
like good voice cast.
Yeah, it's a great voice cast, great voice acting, good writing too, which is just shocking. I'm really liking it thus far, to be honest. Like it's weird, but it's like my type of weird. You know,
gonna keep playing it?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep playing it.
Is that the game that you're like currently playing right now?
Yeah, pretty much. I put down Astrobot, and I'm still going back to Spider-Man, doing some stuff in there. And then my main game right now is Bug Snacks. Then I'm gonna move on to the Pathless after all that. So yeah, I'll probably have a full Bug Snacks review next week.
Have you played anything else?
No, nothing else yet. I haven't started the Pathless yet. The Pathless is the game I'm most looking forward to next, but I kind of wanted to wait because I know that's like a free roam, you're moving type thing. And I figured it'd just be a little bit too much like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I kind of went to Bug Snacks next. Yeah, I also got Sackboy.
Oh, did you? I'm thinking about that one.
Yeah, I was gonna get Sackboy or Demon Souls, and the more I look at Demon Souls, I'm like,
it looks fucking beautiful.
It looks gorgeous. It really does. That's the only reason I want to play it, though. Is the thing.
That's it. Yeah, like it looks so much. Like the game looks great when someone else playing it.
Right.
Because like I couldn't imagine. Like I was watching Jacksepticeye play it yesterday or the day before, and it just makes it look dead easy. Like they're just people are good at it, and I just haven't got time for that shit.
Okay,
I don't like dying.
Forever. So what have you guys been playing, Daniel?
I don't have I've only been playing Yakuza.
Okay.
Like a Dragon. I don't want to. I'll do like a full review next week because this game is long.
Is
like
it? Okay.
Way longer than I was expecting. Like my best friend
got nominated in the RPG category for the Game Awards. So must
got snubbed. Bunch of games that I like got snubbed. I feel like personally attacked. No, I'm just kidding.
You should. You have poor taste.
Keely's coming for you.
Oh wow, I'm the one with poor taste, but Mr. Avengers over here.
Quick question. Yes. Well, not quick question. Quick request. Sell this game to Natalie because she'll watch this and she's like, I think I'm on it. And I'm like,
I tried to in the Discord. There is a Pokemon-ish thing in this game. So basically, all the enemies you fight, you run into this guy, and he is like kind of like Professor Oak in a way. He's like trying to like scan all these enemies around and stuff, and you run into him and you talk to him, and he tries to get you to like find all of the enemies in Ijincho. And every time you fight an enemy that's new and you get like the reward, like all your XP and stuff, it'll pop up like, oh, you found a new one. And then you go into your phone and you can see the whole dex of like all the different enemies and stuff. It's really funny.
Is it like Persona? I don't know. Is it like
so I would say it's like Persona meets Pokemon meets Dragon Quest.
So you lost
as an RPG.
You lost Natalie at Dragon Quest.
But I mean Dragon Quest is more of a base RPG. It feels pretty much Dragon Quest. It is Persona in the way it's super flashy, big bold colors and stuff. The characters, again, like I talked about last week, they move, even the enemies. So it's a little dynamic when you're fighting. It's a little interesting because sometimes it can hurt you. Sometimes you want to hit this guy, but somebody else moved in front of him. So you can't really get to him. That other guy will just attack you. It's really good.
I didn't know this was out on the PS4.
Yeah, it's PS4. And the only one it's not is PS5 next year.
But if we bought the PS4 today, would it work? Would it get like the upgrade next year? Have they said that?
Yeah, for the PS5.
Yeah, you'll probably still get the free upgrade. You can still play it on the PS5 through backwards.
Yeah.
It'll just be the
I just
PS4.
didn't know. I was quite shocked. I was like, "Is that right?" I don't know.
That is kind of weird because presumably the next gen version is made. You know what I mean? Like it's done.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. They did a deal with Xbox, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Sorry, you can continue.
I really like the game. I do have some complaints. I talked to my friend. I got him into Yakuza like as I was playing. Because I know how much he likes anime as well and likes Japanese things. And I was showing him just how frustrating I was getting at some of the stuff. And it's really at specific boss sections. Like the ramp is not like a nice ramp. It is like I'm doing a lot more than I would in other Yakuza games. And I feel like I'm still not doing enough. I feel like I'm still not leveling up enough for some of these boss fights. Like they'll be like 3 levels higher, which some enemies I'm fighting that are 3 levels higher aren't as bad. But this one particular boss fight like kills me. And then when you die in a fight, you have to spend money to get back into the fight. And you already earned so little yen in this game.
Right. That now you're just getting pissed off.
Yeah.
Spend money, get back in.
And it's like in the other Yakuza games, like I was getting yen pretty easily. Like all the fights I got so much yen. Yeah, and that they never had that mechanic in those games. But this one, it's just like I'm getting so little money, and they want me to spend it just to get back into the fight, and it's just I don't like that.
So do you like this combat system more than previous Yakuza games?
I might have to see where it ends. I do like it. Like I do like RPGs.
Right, turn-based. Yeah.
I don't know if I like it more in this setting.
Okay.
I'll see. I'll talk about it more, I guess, next week when I actually review it. I do like. I like the cast. I'm getting more of the cast. I think I put about 30 hours at this point. Okay. I think I played like 6 last week. So I put a good amount this week.
Yeah, this must be long then. What do you got?
It's really
like 30 hours.
Really long, and it's really because a lot of the fights take so long. Even just a basic. Sometimes I know you had a problem with fighting people on the streets.
Yeah.
Right. Imagine that.
Counters in those games just kill me.
Each fight takes about a minute now, depending. Unless they're really low level, you can just one hit them. But imagine that it takes a minute to 30 seconds a fight instead of just Kiryu just beating them up and you keep running. So you have to get a whole cutscene. Boom, then you get into the turn base, and then after you beat that, then you get the reward screen, and then you hit A again, and then you can run again. Like sometimes I'll be running on a street, and I'll have 3 fights just to get through this one street, and that's like 5 minutes. So I don't know.
That sounds frustrating.
It is pretty frustrating. There are some frustrating parts, but it's Yakuza, so it's like there's so much fun in this game, and
so it's still got the charm, but just that different RPG.
Yeah,
I'm tempted to put like Yakuza 0 on just to like have a run around and beat something up with it.
You should.
I feel like you've spoke so much about Yakuza. I feel like I should at least try it. It's never something I've even you talking about it. I've still not gone. I want to play that
more than any other one. I would recommend that. And that's about it. I'll talk about more.
Play anything?
Yeah, I am actually.
Hey.
What's that then?
So, I kind of took a break from gaming. I kind of watched a lot of telly and did some video stuff, and I'm a bit messed up in the head at the moment. Things are going a bit wrong. Work's a bit shit. Life in general, just a bit.
It's always a bit shit, isn't it?
Always. So I was like, I could do something that I need something to escape into. Do you know what I mean? Like, something I could put the PlayStation on, and just escape into this world. So I'll put in Death Stranding. So, in your head, this game is really, really good.
It's got good vibes.
It's like, the game is absolutely phenomenally beautiful.
That Decima engine is insane. I love that.
Beautiful. And like, there's something about plodding along, delivering these packages and wobbling around, that's just so relaxing. Like, I'm just so chilled out. Like, I'm just having a good time. Don't get me wrong, the BT's not keen on. Could do without them. If the game was literally go here to there and build all these bridges, I'd be like, fine. Get rid of the baby. couldn't give a shit about that baby. I don't quite. I'm only
crying out the controller.
I've changed
That's
that.
good. You gotta turn that off.
So I've changed that, and I've turned off the motion controller. I'm having a really good time with it. I mean, started the game confusing. I'm still confused. I've had the unfortunate aspect of like Natalie's played the game and loves the game, so she's like literally babysitting me. So she's like talking me through it and like giving me advice, and they give you so much information that is maybe too much information all at the same time. So you're just like, if Natalie wasn't there, I think I'd have put this game down a couple of days ago. I think the game struggles with this, and it's just like way too much. So she just kind of went, look, all you gotta do is press triangle, make sure that your bag's weighted out and you're not wibbling wobbling everywhere. Take it, do your deliveries, and then you get a cutscene. It's just so relaxing. Like, I'm just so mellowed out with it, and then I'm not that far into it. I put it on like yesterday. I put it on in the morning, and I played like 5 hours, and I did nothing. I just took the package to one place, got my bike, drove around. I had a look into the distance. I was like, oh, can I get over there? Couldn't get over there. I just had a good time. It's such a good experience. It's such a. The world is so beautiful that it's rewarding. Like when you get over a cliff and you like look around, and it's just like this game is like so beautiful. And then the BTs, I'm confused. I mean, I don't understand them, but I'm not supposed to understand them. Kind of. I don't understand. Like for that, I can give or take it.
That's gonna be stories.
The walking around and the delivering of packages and talking to the different people, and I could do without the shower and I could do without all that kind of stuff. But for the main core gameplay experience, like it's phenomenal. And then like walking around and seeing all the people's bridges and other people's generators, and when I need a generator for my bike, there's someone's put one down, so I leave a couple of likes for them. I don't know. It's just what I needed right now.
Yeah. What do you think about the music bits?
It's amazing. Unbelievable. Yeah. Like the game doesn't even allow you to listen to a podcast through like the Spotify app. It just says the game scenes are completely vlogged. Like it won't let you do that, which is a bit annoying because I could have done like listen to a podcast.
That's Kojima. He did not want that. He wanted you to listen to the music he curated.
But he's just interested in like climbing up the mountains and then finding a rope and lifting, climbing that up, and then I don't know. Natalie tells me off. She's like, "Throw that rope back down." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, think of other people. And I know Connor's like, you're quite against it. You nodded your head and you think it's just a basic walking simulator. What didn't you like about it?
So I don't like the micromanaging of like, oh, hey, I'm walking and oh, fuck, my boots are done. So I need to go get new boots, but I'm nowhere close to that fucking thing. So I need to go all the way back and then make new boots. I don't like any of that. I don't like the whole, like you were just talking about someone put a generator down or whatever, stuff like that. Or like someone put a bridge down. People act like that's like such like a creative thing. All you're doing is deciding which way a fucking bridge is gonna face. Like you're not. There's no creativity there. Like you're just and most of the time that whole aspect was taken out of it for me because someone already put a bridge there. Like I might have had fun putting a bridge there myself, but someone already fucking did it, so I'm gonna just use their bridge.
Yeah, but it's a strand game.
Don't ever say that again.
It's.
And I also just don't like, it literally was a walking simulator, like walking simulators are walking simulators. This is a walking simulator. Like this is just straight up walking. The BT sections aren't fun. The base camps aren't fun. So you're not going to do either of those. So the whole game just revolves around you walking from place to place and having a struggle while you're walking to get there, And it's like, you said you were relaxed the whole time. I was stressed out that whole fucking game. Like I'm stressed out the whole time because I'm trying to manage all these different little things like your boots and how much shit you're carrying and stuff. So I'm just walking and feeling stressed out the whole time. And like you said, you were relaxed from that. I just didn't feel that at all.
I mean, I put it on very easy. I mean, the first BT fight I had with the whale, I just threw the grenade at it twice and he died. And then I met Higgs a minute ago. I'm not that far into it. Like I literally spent 6 hours on chapter 2. Just literally trying to build up like the first fort and then the other fort across the road from it. And then they told me to go to the wind tunnel. Is it the wind tunnel? I didn't like that place.
I forget.
It's like you basically like it's like it's in such a like really a bastard place. Like you have to go like down a big mountain to go back up a mountain, and it's just a pain in the ass to get to. But like I just want to avoid it because I just don't want to do that again. But I suppose it's just the world. I think that's like the most important, like the most like amazing part of it. That, you know, like I said, like I could give or take of the BTs and the baby and the the showering bit and stuff like that. And it is a bit oddly weird, Kojima-y, like, oh, you have a shower, that's your bombs now. You go to the toilet, you get another grenade. You go for a shit, and you get another grenade.
You drink some Monster Energy.
Exactly. I don't know what it is. I think it's the right game at the right time. And I don't think I spent 6 hours and I was like, I felt rewarded, but I was like, I don't really want to spend 6 hours at a time not getting anywhere. I just enjoyed that. Now I think I'm just going to go to each story point and see where I go. I've literally just got into like, I think the map's separated into 3 parts. So I'm in the second part. I'm only on like chapter 3. And like, you know, the characters seem interesting enough. Higgs turned up. He was very interesting. Fragile turned up. She was interested. I keep seeing Mads Mikkelsen in like these flashbacks. He seems quite interesting. I'm just gonna mainline it and just enjoy, you know, the ride, and maybe do some side stuff. But I don't know. I was very intrigued. I didn't think I'd like it at all. Like, it took me a long time, and then playing it and just walking and just chilling. I'm just having a really, really good time with it, and I'm excited to like. You know, when I got the bike, you know, that mixed it up a bit. I was like driving around everywhere, and I was like starting to use my head a bit. I mean, I didn't realise you could drive the bike into the building, and then you could like micromanage your stuff like that. So I like at one point I'd left it outside on charge, went down, got this really heavy package, walked up this ramp, put it on the bike to then go and get more, like thinking I'm dead clever about it, but I'm not. I just made life harder for myself. But no, I don't know. I really enjoy it. I can see why Natalie really enjoyed it, and I can see why you didn't enjoy it, and I can see all different aspects. I can see why people don't like this game, and I can see why people do like this game. And for me, it's just that relaxing vibe. Very, and it's Kojima. I would say it's Kojima at its finest, but I played Sons of Pain. Played Sons of Pain. Sons of Pain last night, is it?
No, Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain. Sons of Pain. Where did I get that from? I played a bit of that, and I burned out. Like maybe chapter 9. I realised there was like 10 more, 15 more chapters. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, it's a long game.
But yeah, it's such a unique game. You've never played a game like this before, and I just like being a postman. I think I just like living out that fantasy that I really want to do in my life. I want to struggle in the rain. Don't get me started on the rain. That annoys the shit out of me. Like, why is my shit rusted? Anyway, we spent an hour and 3 minutes on what you've been playing.
Fucking time.
I can see why you don't like it. I see why you don't like it, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
enjoying it, which I look forward to go back to it tonight.
I'm just gonna start talking shit if we keep talking about it. All right, let's move on. Let's start with October 2020 video game NPD numbers have been released. Yes, let's go.
Love the NPDs.
Yes, my favorite time of the month, man. The NPD numbers, you know. Yeah, we will go through the 20 through number 1. Starting with 20, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Mario getting up there.
That's pre-orders. What? That's pre-orders. That game's not even out.
New Super Mario U Deluxe.
No, this is the platformer. This is the platformer from.
Is this not the one that was pre-order?
No, that's Super Mario
3D World.
3D World. That's it. Yeah. Number 19, Super Mario Party. Number 18, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2. Dropping down really far, Tony Hawk. Went from number 4 to number 18.
Just getting buried under all the new stuff.
Yeah.
Come out in September. Good time to come out. Had its moment. I want this game. This is on the Christmas list.
Yeah, no. And I mean, being number 4 for that first month is still very good. So I'm sure it's well enough. Number 17 is the Breath of the Wild, 16 Ring Fit Adventure, 15 Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 14 going from 1 to 14 Marvel's Avengers Sims. How you feeling about that one?
It doesn't surprise me.
No, okay, huge drop off.
Not enough content, not enough. You know, it's just the same thing. I think if you played the story and then got 40, 50 hours into grinding the characters, you realise there's not much there. I mean, for me, I'm a different specimen all around, so I enjoyed it. I did see the difference between the characters.
That interrupts sales, for people that haven't played it. You know what I mean? I can see how that could stop people from continuing going, but why is that stopping sales? You know,
Bad press. It's all over Twitter. It's all over Facebook. It's all over.
Yeah, I know. It's sold like only 60% or whatever of what Square Enix was expecting. Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully they can bounce back from that.
Just reviews. You know? I mean, if it come out to 10s, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
I mean, it would have sold more. Probably still having this conversation, but I don't know. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't really say it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We'll have to see how they bounce back, if they bounce back. You know.
I mean, we'll get to it later.
Yeah, there's tons of content still coming. Yeah, we'll talk about Avengers more later in the show. Number 13, NBA 2K21. 12, Ghost of Tsushima. 10, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Of course.
They're just selling there, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Here's a disappointing one. Number 10, Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Only at 10, Daniel.
But it said it's time. It's go. It came out in what? October the 3rd?
Yeah.
We're in mid-November now.
I think it was the first.
That was so it was 11 in September at least, which is kind of so that's just from pre-orders and stuff. Yeah. So I mean that's kind of a good sign, but still only at 10. I really hope Activision sticks with it. I really hope it's sold enough for Activision to be like,
I'm
okay,
sure it did.
Yeah, hopefully. Number 9, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Number 8, Star Wars Squadrons. 7, Animal Crossing New Horizons. 6, Super Mario 3D All Stars. Some very high. Super Mario 3D All Stars.
See how much Nintendo has been on this list so far?
Nintendo
it's been a lot.
Killing it, and here we go again. Nintendo killing it again. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit is at 5.
Wow,
isn't even
I did not expect that.
There is a game that comes with it, but
yeah, that's just crazy to me. I had no idea that would be a popular thing. I suppose for kids, for Christmas and stuff, that would be a pretty popular item, huh?
Yeah.
Number 4, NHL 21. 3, Watch Dogs Legion. Watch Dogs Legion, man, considering it only had like 3 days in October, that's crazy. I had no idea. I thought Watch Dogs would be. I thought Crash and Watch Dogs would be switched in my mind. I'd be like, Crash is 3, Watch Dogs.
It's the Londoners. They're showing out.
Yeah, everyone in the UK got a copy of that. I also heard that a free copy of this game came with all those NVIDIA graphic card things or whatever, and I think that's going in here a little bit.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, yeah, who knows how much of an impact?
Good deal.
Yeah, is a good deal. Number 2, Madden NFL 21, and then number 1, FIFA 21.
EA on the top of that list.
Yeah,
making that big EA money.
One interesting thing I wanted to point out was best-selling games of the last 12 months. Number 2, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order of the last 12 months, which it's like EA, man. Don't ever tell me fucking single-player Star Wars games won't fucking sell again. I don't ever want to hear it again. This is probably going to be their highest-selling Star Wars game throughout this whole thing.
It's probably their highest downloaded game in the last week.
Now it's on Game Pass.
Yeah. Like, I'd love to see the stats of them getting the games getting downloaded. It would be Jedi Fallen Order, top, Doom Eternal second. If you bought an Xbox last week, do you know what I'm saying?
I see.
You know what I mean? I'd love to see them stats. What gets downloaded the most?
Yeah, I would like to know that too, actually.
So yeah, I'll be super curious to see what a highest selling game is next month. So much shit coming out this year or month. So yeah, we look forward to that. Next up, video game media website US Gamer is laying off majority of its employees as part of ongoing layoffs. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Good website.
Yeah. Hopefully they all bounce back on their feet. And then I think they like cited it as like redundancies within their parent company. Because I think the parent company also owns GameIndustry.biz, if I remember correctly. So.
Oh, do they? Okay.
I think so.
Do you know what the parent company is?
I don't remember.
No. Okay. Interesting. Sims, got any thoughts?
It goes down to a COVID, I guess. Like, more...
Oh, you think COVID had a big deal?
I think so. I'm in the same boat. Like, I might be losing my job.
It says here, so yeah, could be.
It's just hard to. I mean, I don't get why they can't just work from home. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. To, like, websites would be getting more traffic with people stuck at home and playing a bunch of video games. With video games being so popular right now, I don't. It's a weird thing, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe IGN's just really eating up a lot of people's time.
Yeah, it could be. Sure.
Maybe there's like these titles that you can. There's certain titles like in any business, like someone can be managing director, but then the business can be think, well, we've got a manager. We can just get rid of the managing director, and then whatever whatever job roles he has, we can just split them up between that manager, supervisor, and then obviously that manager director is just that role has gone.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean? That's how business, like that's how it works. Like his job roles can be somebody else's job role, and obviously when it gets made redundant, they can't. I think it's like a 6 months or a year. They can't hire a managing director. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it's business, and I don't understand on the journalist side. It's just cutting costs, putting more work on somebody else, to then to get his salary, and then obviously that goes back into the business, and it makes it a healthier business.
Paying less people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which sucks, and we hope everyone's okay. We do hope.
Jobs. Yeah, hopefully they can find new jobs in the games media.
Of course,
space.
they will. Yeah, I mean, like, look at Imran Khan. Like, he's just freelancing away, having a good time.
Right. Having a great old time. Good old Imran. Next up, Twitch is donating $1 million to Able Gamers. Able Gamers is a charity that helps children, adults, and veterans that have physical and cognitive disabilities have fun and play video games. This is really cool.
This is fantastic. I was saying to you guys before this. So, my father-in-law had a stroke. He come out of hospital, and as a stubborn man, I mean, he has no right arm at the moment. Like, he can barely move he can't move his right arm, but he's still got his left arm. So I was round earlier, and he just picks up his PlayStation. I'm just like shocked. I was like, "What are you doing?" Like, and not trying to. I'm like, I don't want to say you can't play that, but he had a good go, and I was like, you can change the buttons, and he unaware of this, and I was like, we just go to the accessibility menu in the PlayStation, and we just swap the sacred symbols and make sure the D-pad matches the thingy, and then change the R2 for L2 because he only plays FIFA anyway. And I just spent like last half an hour with him just playing FIFA. With one hand, like obviously I did it myself, so I was like, and don't get me wrong, it's a learning curve. But for charities like this, companies like Able Gamers, like this is something that I'd love to in the places where I work as well. I'd love to be able to reach out to charity companies like this and say, look, maybe we can get a couple of a couple of consoles, a couple of a couple of the Xbox accessibility controllers. And maybe introduce these people that physically can't do it, but this helps. Like these pads are incredible. I saw something on the internet like a girl who physically can't move, and he hooked it up to her eye movements, to her blinking. Maybe I don't know. I'm talking shit, but this is incredible. And like having that moment about an hour ago, my father-in-law was like watching him try his best. I was like, I want to help this man so much. Like he texted me, I had to come back, and I messed a button up or two. And I was so proud of him, like because he's not gonna give up, and he will sort it out. And I said like maybe we could, because he can move his hand a tiny bit, kind of if he really fucking gives it some. I was like, maybe just try and grip that controller every couple of minutes. You know what I mean? Like just hold it like you would normally, and then just try and grip it that tiny bit. And
wants to try to help him, like it could over
of
time.
Of course, yeah. Like I kind of make it a mission of mine, just try and help him as much as I can. Mm-hmm. And like I don't want him to miss out on games because of one hand. Do you know what I mean? And his speech is getting much better, and he's walking like maybe a tiny bit aided. Like he's a very stubborn man. Like he'll get up and he'll just be like, whoa, you just need to slow down a bit. Going back to this is incredible. Like I'd love to do some like voluntary work for something like this. Like I'd happily go to schools all over the world, and this is something I'd really want to do if I was to get anywhere near the gaming industry. Just like something like this, like go to schools or go to places that I work and just bring a couple of consoles in, even for a couple of hours, and just see people I work with, like their eyes light up because they've moved a character. You know what I mean? Because it's so unfair that like whatever disease or I don't know ungodly thing has happened to them, that they can't experience something that we experience. Oh man, I'm passionate. So passionate.
Passionate. I love it.
But no, yeah. I'm talking too much. Fantastic from Twitch. And I forgot his name. Who's the guy that runs Able Gamers?
Steve Spawn.
Yeah, like incredible person. Love to speak to him. I'd love to have a conversation with him.
We should set that up. Daniel, anything?
I just want to shout out that video too. They got Dr. Lupo. He also does a lot of charity work too, and they got Dr. Lupo to tell Steve Spawn. And that I would say go check out that video. It's really touching.
Cool. With that, we will move on. Capcom had tons of information leaked because of hackers, including Resident Evil Village release date possibly being April 21st, or no, not 21st, April 2021, with a demo coming. I think it was supposed to come in March. The demo for Resident Evil Village. Also, a Resident Evil 4 VR port, which is just weird, and Monster Hunter Rise, which is the Switch game, or the Monster Hunter Switch game coming out sometime soon. I think it was like January-ish, but there's a PC port for that coming, and then also a possible new multiplayer shooter in the works. Yeah, it's unfortunate that this all got leaked just because of hackers, I think. I don't really. It's kind of bullshit. Like, I don't know. It's weird because like we're in a position right now where like we're reporting on this and like we're kind of giving them hackers more reason to hack. Not that like we're like a fucking huge site or anything. You know, anyone even watches this, but like it's just like we're kind of contributing to why hackers even do this just to get attention like that. So I kind of have different feelings about even like reporting on stuff like this, but it does just become news right as soon as it's leaked. So it's like Resident Evil Village possibly coming out April in 2021 is news now, So it's kind of a weird thing. But yeah, April 2021 sounds about right to me. I know the Resident Evil 3 remake came out in April. Yeah, I think we were all hoping a little bit earlier, but sometimes
I don't need anything in January. Like you keep your January games and just throw them out the window.
That first half of the year.
Of course, yeah. I'm really excited for this game. I'm so excited.
I'm stoked for Resident Evil Village.
I can't wait for this game.
It's one of my most anticipated next year for sure. That's why.
I think we're all in agreement that like the first-person horror games are better than third.
Overall, yeah.
I am, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I know you're trying.
I was trying to get him as well, but he agreed with me. I was like, "You bastard!"
No, because I do agree, but Resident Evil is better in third person. But overall, horror is better in first person.
I can't wait to see this next gen.
What?
Maybe Village will sell you. Who knows?
I mean, I doubt it.
It's possible. Also, the Resident Evil 4 VR port. That's really just a weird one. Remaking Resident Evil 4 too.
Don't do that.
Unnecessary. Don't need that.
It's money though. It's a cash grab. People will buy it.
It's because it's a perfect game. More people will buy that game. People keep buying Resident Evil 4 on every platform. It's like even more than Skyrim. Like Resident Evil's been on everything from phones,
microwaves, refrigerators.
Your refrigerator, yeah.
All that. You can play Resident Evil 4 and whatever you want. There was also a rumor, not a rumor, it was in the leak thing that they're making some type of Resident Evil Battle Royale, like in the Village engine, which is kind of weird. Hopefully that one doesn't end up being true.
Please.
Yeah, it was said to like be an update in Resident Evil Village and coming next fall. So I don't know. Cancel that one, Capcom. You don't need all that. You don't need to do that. Then also the Monster Hunter Rise port. I don't think any of us are big Monster Hunter fans. Right?
No, that was supposed to be a Switch exclusive. So
March 26th. I just googled it. I'm a bit of a fan. I think we'll pick it up. I think there's something that me and Natalie might play.
Oh yeah, this is a Monster Hunter fan.
I wasn't a fan. We just picked it up out of curiosity and then really enjoyed it.
I would say you're a fan of World.
Yeah, massive fan. I didn't pick it up. I didn't pick Monster Hunter World up because I was a fan of Monster Hunter World, of Monster Hunter. I picked it up out of just pure curiosity. Natalie likes dinosaurs, so I was like, why not? And then we just ended up getting hooked on it. So
yeah, who doesn't like dinosaurs?
I love dinosaurs.
I know.
And then also this new multiplayer IP. Who knows what that'll be? Capcom just trying to break into the multiplayer spot. They don't really have a big multiplayer game, do they? I guess Monster Hunter would be it.
They have like more co-op stuff.
Yeah,
I think Monster Hunter is like as big as a multiplayer game could be. I don't think they need anything else to fill the multiplayer market.
That's also still just co-op stuff. So I'm not.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Sure. Next up, Embracer Group. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Embracer Group has acquired 13 new studios, including Zen Studios, SpongeBob developer Purple Lamp, Flying Wild Hog, and Julian's Gollop. What was that word, Daniel?
Julian's Gollop.
Gollop. Snapshot Games. That's their full name. Yeah, this is cool. That's a lot of fucking studios.
So if people don't remember, this is THQ Nordic, the big parent company.
Yeah.
There is still the developer THQ Nordic, but they changed their name to Embracer Group.
Did they? Okay.
So this
that's
is
going on here.
So
yeah,
this is-
I realized this
SpongeBob
today.
developer, that's the guys from Battle for Bikini Bottom or whatever the fuck. The one they just remade. Yeah.
So they're just buying. They've been buying up IP for
The Mafia, man. Still just buying up game studios.
They're just buying up so much. So this is just adding to that.
Weird. They're just gonna be the most dominant studios, you know.
It's
Take
nice
on
to
it.
see.
Especially that double A space.
Yeah.
That's where they're going to be at.
It's nice to see these games getting like these games that have that cult following, like Kingdoms of Amalur, and
SpongeBob.
as silly as it sounds, a SpongeBob. It's nice for them to come out, and they don't come out at full price, right? Or do they?
No, I don't.
No, I think SpongeBob was like 40.
Yeah, like
Straw was like 40 as well.
it's nice. Like I'm excited to play Kingdoms of Amalur. Like I'm. The only thing I could say is like they're not really doing anything to it. They are kind of buying it and then just literally porting it onto a PlayStation 5. Maybe a few little tweaks here and there, and they're just making money out of it. But it works, and I'm okay with that. I mean,
Yeah, I wonder at what point do they start making sequels to these? You know, is there like a SpongeBob?
I don't think you will. I don't think you will. I think you'll just see the ports. I don't think
know.
they're in the game to do that.
Yeah, you might be right. But like they just made the Destroy All Humans one too, right? That remake. It's like, are you guys going to make a Destroy All Humans 3
Didn't they
now?
do?
I could see that more than like SpongeBob. I can see that you destroy.
Didn't they do 13? Is that the company that did 13, or is it a completely different company?
No, I don't think that was them.
I think it was 15.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But no, yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, buy these companies, and then just these companies get more money, and we get nostalgia.
Security.
I guess. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with it. I'm a bit disappointed. I'm not disappointed because they kind of come out quick, and you probably get 3 of these games a year, and you might get lucky and be a game that you really want. Like, if we might get we won't. Never mind. Ignore me. I was going to say Dante's Inferno, but that's EA.
Yeah,
I could buy up that IP too,
It's
man.
wrong.
So, THQ Nordic needs something to cover up their drug business that's going on.
Whatever. Keep your drug business going if you give me these games.
Yeah, I'll take all these games, Next up, Far Cry 6 new release date may have been leaked. According to the Microsoft Store page, the new release date is May 25th, 2020. Sounds about right. 2021, excuse me. Yes.
It says
Still stuck
21
in
on
the
the result. Yeah,
That's about right.
Yeah.
okay. I'm kind of a bit. I don't know.
I think it even got like June, July, like in the summertime. Like that's a good summer game.
I think
Right
Far Cry 6 came out in June.
You mean 5?
Did it?
I think it did come out like maybe around this time, like May.
I think that was March. We all got different.
I was on a
dates.
holiday. I remember being on holiday. I remember parking the
I
car
got
up.
it day one.
Yeah, I remember going on holiday, parking the car up, coming back from a long drive, dropped the bags in the shop and the house, and then just went to Asda and bought it. It seems like a June, maybe a March thing. Anyway, irrelevant. Has anyone actually bothered? I don't know. I no.
I love Far Cry, so yeah.
I do, but like,
Yeah, I'm definitely picking this
The
up.
villain's Gus, like that. It's gonna be such a great.
yeah, but it's just gonna be Far Cry. Like,
Yeah, but I want to see his performance. Like
Would
I
you?
want that.
oh, I don't know. I sit here and go, oh, no, I'm gonna buy it. I'm just gonna fucking buy it, idiot.
You're gonna fucking buy it.
I'm gonna fucking buy it.
Yeah, Far Cry is just my preferred Ubisoft franchise. Like,
Yeah, me too.
those are the ones that like I can play all those. It's like I can't play every Assassin's Creed or every Watch Dogs
Even
and
you.
shit.
We're FPS people. Sims really isn't, so I could see that not.
Don't get me wrong. If you give me a selection of first-person shooter games, I'll probably pick Far Cry.
We'll
I don't
throw
know.
all of them in the trash.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just don't. It's just, I don't think if they change it, if it looks completely different, then yeah, I don't think.
we'll see. We haven't really seen.
I
gameplay.
didn't even pick up New Dawn, and I didn't even pick up New Dawn, and
Well, that wasn't.
No,
a great
I don't pick up the side games though either.
Yeah,
but
but
I played Primal. I enjoyed Primal.
That was also.
Primal was a bit different.
It was still more of a side game, but yeah, it was different. I didn't play. Primal.
I played a little bit of it. Yeah, I never beat it. Cool idea though. I like it when they like switch
Yeah,
things
it
up
was
like
really
that. I would prefer the side games to switch things up like that.
Yeah.
More so than
Like
what
Blood
we
Dragon or
nowadays.
something like that.
Yeah, Blood Dragon was really cool at the time.
I never played that.
Cool. Yeah, we look forward to Far Cry 6. My only disappointment with that release date is that's 4 days after Deathloop now. And it's like, why you guys got to be so close? Go
Yeah.
pick your own spot, man.
There's going to be one of these will get delayed again.
Hopefully. Delay Far Cry.
This isn't even confirmed either, so
Yeah,
this isn't a release date, is it? I mean,
it is a Tuesday though, so it's not a placeholder because it's just a random thing. So I don't know. It's a lot.
We'll have to wait for an official statement.
Sure. Next up, this is exciting. IO Interactive, the developer behind the Hitman series, has announced a James Bond game in development, just titled Project 007. Pretty fucking cool. I hope it's not super stealthy for me. I'm a pretty big James
what
Bond.
is it? What is
We
it,
don't-
you Americans that like 007?
I love James Bond. We don't get to talk about
so
movies
cool,
and
man.
on the show, but I love James Bond.
Just hate
You
it.
don't?
Hate
Why?
it.
You're the one that's supposed to like it.
I'm not-
It's
I liked him. I liked it when it was Pierce Brosnan in the 90s.
Okay.
Oh, dude, Daniel Craig's awesome.
Those are the bad
I'm
ones,
Not
but okay.
feeling it, man.
No, GoldenEye's great.
Okay, I'm thinking of the one with Halle Berry. That one was horrible.
Yeah, A Die Another Day.
There you go. That one's
Bad
awful.
movie. Bad movie. But it's fun. They're even the bad ones for James Bond are fun. So I just want to see this cool spy tech, all his little gadgets and stuff in a game. And
I hope it's more action heavy than I want some stealth. Don't get me wrong, because it's James Bond, but I want a more action focused.
But James Bond is the duality of that. He is stealthy, but he also hand to hand. He's also
Exactly. That's why I'm hoping it's not just a straight up Hitman James Bond skin. You know? What
I
mean?
don't think so.
Yeah,
don't see
I
it.
would hope not. They're a great developer though, IO Interactive. Like
This is a
the
perfect-
Hitman games are fantastic. They're not for me, but you can see how well made they are.
Perfect fit.
Yeah. Sims, anything else though? Can't believe you're not a 007 fan. Man.
I saw it today and I was like, I'm not bothered.
I thought that was your icon in the UK.
No,
I
man. I just think
work.
it's. I like Pierce Brosnan back in the day because he was like the Q. Was it Q? Who was the actor that played Q?
That's Judi Dench.
No, not Q. The other Aletta guy. Who was the gadget
Oh,
man?
the guy that's been in a bunch of them. Yeah. I forget.
No, the old guy. He's an old guy. He's not in the new ones.
M is Judi Dench.
And then
but-
Q is the gadget man.
Yeah, what's his actor's name though?
But it was the old bloke
Yes,
Q,
yes, he was-
from Faulty Towers.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, they had them really they went really OTT with the gadgets with Pierce Brosnan, and then when Daniel Craig turned into it, they kind of dialed it down.
They have a gadget guy, but as the movies go on, he gets further and further away from the MI.
Anyway, load of crap. Not bothered. Sorry. Move on.
So
Fuck
weird. I get a
007.
friend from the UK. What is he? He hates Queen and he hates 007.
I didn't say I don't hate
It's
Queen.
just
I
what the
respect.
fuck?
I
What
like
the
Queen.
fuck?
I just don't. I don't like movies. I'm not a movie man.
It's not a movie, man. Okay, next up. Here's something that Sims is a man of. Marvel's Avengers New War Table episode shows off Kate Bishop and announces the release date for December 8th, 2020. Sims, here you go, man. Go ahead. Let me off your leash here.
So this announcement, the announcement for the announcement, got dropped last night. I expected it to be one of those shadow drop things. I expected Kate Bishop's out now.
Oh,
I mean, but then in the podcast I said I was on regarding Avengers, I said that if they did drop anything on the release date of the PlayStation, that would be catastrophic. So I think they've kind of listened to me. Obviously,
We talked about it last week.
they listen to your advice.
obviously listen to me. But then they listened to the 8th. But the fans that are playing the Marvel Avengers who have waited so long are just kicking off why the 8th is a bit too long. Plus Cyberpunk comes out 2 days later. But what they showed off, they showed Kate Bishop's moveset, which she looks amazing. Don't get me wrong, she looks really fantastic. And when I was watching it, I was like, I was pumped up. I was like, I can't wait to be Kate Bishop. And then they showed what a bit of a story is. There's going to be some time travel aspect. She's looking for Clint. She's having a good time. And then what they did, I won't talk too much. All I'll say is that her moveset looks really good. She comes out on the 8th of December. And then her story looks quite decent as well. And then some of her skins look quite decent as well.
And I want to give a shout out to Ashley Birch.
Yeah,
One of my
Ashley
favorite-
Birch.
She voicing Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They also they gave you a sneak clip at Clint's story, which involved there was if you frame by frame it Space Hulk, I guess, old Hulk. I don't know. I'm not very big on the Marvel.
It was into the future. He was somehow in the future.
It was in the future, so
Future
all could like my haircut, but a big
old
and then he spoke as well, and then he spoke and he was on this throne of where all the Marvel stuff was, and if you look very close, there was a Black Panther helmet and some other stuff. I've not.
It went really quick. I didn't get to see any of it.
This was 2 hours ago, and I'm literally like scrolling as I'm seeing. But then Twitter's just been updated, and now I'm really confused. So I'm really excited. 8th of December. Okay, you know, right now I'm personally happy because I've just started Death Stranding. I don't really want to stop playing Death Stranding. I was quite worried today. I was like, I hope it doesn't get stopped because I'll have to stop playing Death Stranding. I'll have to learn to play Death Stranding again. Too late, but okay. For me, for the fans that are really waiting for it, and I literally keep playing it. I don't think these fans are going to keep playing it to the 8th of December.
Yeah, it's like another month, right? Oh,
it's 2 weeks, 2 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
And then, I suppose it's just what it is.
We'll see. This game has some ground to make up, clearly. So.
Of course, but I mean, it was a really good showing of Kate Bishop on what the game could be in the future. Like, it always goes potential. It has potential. Yeah,
I think they benefit from like a scheduled release with these, like maybe.
Well, they tried, didn't they? That backfired dramatically. We're getting Kate Bishop in October.
Is like all the bugs, and you just need to keep updating the game, and then get.
And that's what I think. That's what they've done. They halted it and they kept updating, fix, and then obviously they gave us Kate Bishop, and but obviously they said too much too soon, and they shouldn't have done that. They just blew their load in that war table at the beginning. It was like, oh, Kate Bishop, Clint, Peter Parker. They should have kept They should have kept Spider-Man under the lid until next year.
Yeah, sure.
But then obviously that then sells the game. Obviously, when it comes to marketing, you got to want to say your biggest thing early, aren't you?
It'll help for sure, especially Spider-Man.
Kate Bishop looks so good. I'm so excited.
She definitely looks cool. I might pop in and try it.
You may as well. It's free.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for a big character I want to play as for me to jump into that.
Oh, and they did mention crossplay. Like they mentioned crossplay. Like they're looking at, like they said specifically in that war table, crossplay. So we're gonna be avenging it up. That's a word today. Avenging up.
You can't even say it. That's
I said it the first time. All right, so it doesn't matter.
Avenging up. They just say that to come together. Avengers or something. Okay, next up, we will move to the new release dates. Coming out this week, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity on Switch comes out November 20th, so tomorrow. Getting good reviews.
Very good. I was expecting, bad reviews.
Yeah.
9 on IGN.
Zelda, yeah.
No, that's not the end of be-all, but that's my go-to side.
Yeah, mine too. Then also World of Warcraft Shadows expansion comes out on PC. Shadowlands expansion comes out on PC November 23rd.
For you fucking Warcraft dorks, play RuneScape.
You guys remember the one with the pandas? Remember seeing
pandas? No, was that
something of Pandaria?
Something of Pandaria. Why didn't you say anything about them pandas?
Pandaria.
I
live in Pandaria. Yeah, that's all the dates for this week. We will then move on to the bet. Last week's bet was the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Metacritic score. Terrible names though. I guessed 84, Daniel guessed 82, and Sims guessed 83. Daniel, what?
So they split it a bunch.
Yeah, they split it way too much.
The highest, they split it to every different version. So I'll still go with the highest, which is 79.
79, damn, coming in low. This COD.
That's what
I'm getting raving reviews here. This COD.
So that was the highest on what console?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was on the Series X. Was the highest by 1 point.
Cool.
And then what was the PS5? Don't mind me asking.
Let me see. PS5 was a 78.
And the PC?
PS4 77. 76.
Wow.
Xbox One doesn't have.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Came in lower than I thought. Who won that one then? Daniel? You won?
Yeah. Daniel cheated.
Daniel cheated.
Yeah.
Obviously, if he wins, he obviously cheats.
He knew the game wouldn't be as good as other CODs.
Has anybody bought this game? Or?
I'm going to. I just need to beat Yakuza.
My brother.
I don't know. I'm kind of turned off now because I've heard the single player and all that.
Oh, really?
It was good.
So my brother.
I like it.
Opposite.
So my brother's only got the PS4, and he texted me the other day because we got a PS4 for sale, and I was like, well, yeah. He goes, mine's PlayStation blown up. I was like, why? So I went to my dad's house yesterday. My dad was like he was trying to call. My dad said my brother was trying to call his PlayStation down. Do you know what he did to call his PlayStation down?
He lit it on fire.
He put ice on it.
Oh God! And that just destroyed it.
I don't know. Probably. It wouldn't surprise me.
It just let the ice melt into it.
What a muppet! Like, I'm so glad. Like, we're not like it's not 100% blood.
Cover up
Like,
the ice at least. Like, what was going on?
I
What
don't
was the
know.
problem?
Anyway, but like, I dropped it off last night, and he just picked the PlayStation up and left. Like, I don't think there was a thank you involved. Like,
He's like, damn it! It happened again with
sold
yours.
it. Sold it for made £70. £70 for a box standard PlayStation. Like, there's no family rates at my house. Let me tell you.
£72, man.
70 quid, mate.
70 quid.
What's
mate.
this week's bet?
What is this week's?
I put it in there. I just put it in there. I just did
Oh,
it.
okay. We're gonna do the Marvel's Avengers Twitch views for this week.
Yeah, I want to know how many people are actually watching.
Are Marvel's Avengers getting?
I will go throughout this until next episode.
Yeah,
for the hype.
out with Marvel's Avengers kind of dropping off, so be interesting to see what the Twitch views are. Sims, you are Mr. Avengers, so I will make you go first. You will have the best guess. If you are Ron, you get your Avengers title snatched away. It's gone.
160.
160. That's it.
Okay.
So this is like the overall. How many people are watching this one
See the
game?
page? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
160. It's got to be more than that.
That's high.
Is that high?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think that's high. I agree. I think that's
Daniel, I'm gonna
high.
make you guess next. Go ahead.
Okay.
Depends. It depends what time he looks at it. It really does.
No, I'm gonna keep an eye and I'm gonna see what the highest.
Need you to at prime time, Daniel.
I'm gonna say 80. That's what I'm gonna say.
I check most mornings and it's like 130.
I'm gonna say 80.
But that's that's like
an eye on it
midnight for America.
I'll keep an eye on it throughout the
I
whole week.
will say 147.
Okay. All right.
So I'm not sure if it drops off or not in the day. I'm not sure.
We'll see.
Cool.
What I'm gonna say is bad. It's
It ain't
really
good.
bad. It's not good.
Definitely
It's not a fun game to watch. To be fair.
And with that, we will move on to the game.
Time for the game.
Yes. We
Okay. So so
It's his fault
this will be a
anyway.
fun
Fucking
game.
rabbited on about his fucking PlayStation 4.
So the game this week is I don't have a fancy name, even though I like to come up with fancy names. This isn't a game that I've made. I just want to say that to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a franchise. It will be a franchise. At least going to have 2 games. All these have more. I'm going to just say the dates of the releases, and then you have to guess what the franchise is.
Okay.
So I'll start with, and I'll try to do like maybe main releases or something like that. So not like offshoot.
I have a stupid question.
Naming dates, and we're gonna try to guess the series.
Try to guess the series, and every time I do a date, you could guess. I'll give you a guess.
Okay.
So I have a stupid question. What's a franchise? Is that like Star Wars?
It's just like a series. Yeah. Exactly.
Just a series.
You know.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Multiple entries of the game.
Yeah, multiple entries of a series. You know, like
Okay.
Portal. Even though there's 2, I'd still.
You're not too vague. I might be good at this one. I'm pretty good.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't want to. I know I'm stupid, but I didn't want to come across as stupid.
Okay.
Now I do.
So this one, we'll start with this one. Okay. 2001.
Are you gonna
you
name
guys-
like the full date?
Just the date.
No, like
just
the year.
you're just naming the year. Oh, that's hard. You should do the full.
I know. I'm not going to do the exact date. So 2001.
2001. Okay, we're
I'll
gonna
have
name
to
one
do
of
this.
that. It could be anything. 2001. Okay, continue.
2001. 2004.
Halo. I got you. I was like, I know damn well he's gonna put Halo in this.
I shouldn't have did the first one. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
88. 90. That's okay. 90. 91.
Okay.
91. 92.
Zelda.
93.
Metroid.
No.
Damn. All right.
94.
Mario.
No.
Okay. Hang on. Keep going. 94.
94.
You skipped 93.
I said 93.
Okay.
94. 94. 95.
Fuck. What is this? Sims.
He can still hear me.
Okay.
96.
I need you. What is this? It's naming every fucking year.
97, 97, 98.
Okay, it's not Mario. It's not Zelda. It's not Metroid.
99.
What am I forgetting?
2000.
Dragon Quest?
2001. 2002. 2003.
Stop it. Pokemon?
No. 2004.
Jesus, dude. There's one every fucking...
2005.
What is... I'm missing something so obvious.
2005.
Is it a Nintendo franchise? It has to be.
It's not. I shouldn't tell you.
It's not? Okay.
2006. 2006.
Sims. This game, it has a yearly release since the fucking 1988. What is this?
So, hold on, right? So, we got 98, 88, 89.
It's literally named every year since 88.
Has it missed a year?
There's a... Yeah,
89 missed.
It has. It missed. You missed 89.
Yeah.
2008, 2009.
Every year. What is this? FIFA? Madden.
You have to give me a guess. You can't just name games because I don't know. It is Madden. It is Madden. So it missed 1 year since the 88.
No, Madden 89. Interesting.
All right, let me pick. This one might be interesting. Here it is. I got you. 2008, 2011,
Fallout.
2013.
8, 11, 13. Uncharted?
There's more entries in Uncharted. It's only 3 entries. That's at least the hint.
8, 11, 13.
8, 11, and 13.
Bioshock?
No.
Mass Effect?
No. If you give up, I will tell
11, 13.
Why is there a big gap between 8 and 11? And obviously it made a resurgence.
That's why I said Fallout, because I thought Fallout 3, New Vegas 4.
I would have probably started.
I guess 4 is way later. Oh, yeah, you would have. Yeah, that's a good point. 8. What came out in 2008? There's like Left 4 Dead, Metal Gear. It wouldn't be any of these. 8, 11, 4.
8,
Army
11,
of Two?
13. What'd you say?
Army of 2.
Oh, what a game. Zelda.
Yeah.
No.
It would be something with only 3 entries.
I could tell you. You guys will beat yourself
Yeah,
up
go
for
ahead.
it.
Tell us.
Dead Space series.
Dead Space.
I was going to say Dead Space as well.
fucking say it then.
Let's see here.
Who the...
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's do this. This one might be fun. 1997.
Okay.
1999.
Okay.
Tell me if you're going to get a guess. 2001.
Crash Bandicoot?
Metal Gear Solid.
2002. 2004. 2008.
99, 2002,
2004, 2008.
2013.
Devil May Cry.
Resident Evil.
No. That's it.
When was the last one? 2013?
2013.
This entry became in 2013.
1997.
Pretty popular franchise because that's like 5.
2001. 2002. 2003. 2008. 2013.
Damn, see, it must have been popular and then it just fell off. What happened there?
Made too many. EA got his hands on it.
That's what happened.
That would have
97. So it's PS1
97.
game.
2001, 2002, 2003,
GTA?
It is Grand Theft Auto.
I was like 2013. What just stopped in 2013? Oh, fucking GTA.
Well, it wasn't for a good reason.
Yeah.
Not a-
Still an ongoing franchise.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do it. Let's do 2 more.
Okay, 2 more. Let me get a good one. Oh, this is good. This is a good one. This is a good one. 87, 88, 90, 91, 92.
Mario.
No.
I was so confident.
94.
Mario Kart.
That's too many entries already. 97.
Metroid.
99.
Sonic.
No.
Ooh.
2000. 2001. 2002.
The WWE games.
Metal Gear.
2006. 2009. 2010. 2013.
Zelda.
That's a weird. 2010 and
That's Zelda.
2013. 2016. Nope, no, not Zelda. 2016. And that's it.
That's it. What was the last one?
2016. Crash.
There's a lot of games.
No, it's a new one.
No, that's too early for Crash.
Not Crash.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
You guys don't got this one? Final
No.
Fantasy.
Final
Fantasy.
2016, the last entry.
15.
I would have counted the remake.
I would have counted the remake.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
I suppose you're right, because it's a remake.
These are all main.
All right, somewhat.
Main entries.
Okay, cool.
All right. You want me to do one more, or is that it?
Yeah. No, you.
Let me pick a franchise. A good one. What's a good one here? All right, we'll do this. 1996. 1998.
Crash Bandicoot.
That's what I was thinking. No.
1999.
Okay.
2000.
Spyro.
No.
2000.
2002. 2004.
Mario.
Resident Evil.
2006. 2008. 2009. 2010.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, that's way too early.
2012.
Well, it started in 97. Yeah, it did, didn't it?
96. 2012. 2013. 2014. 2016.
Monster Hunter?
2017.
Hold on.
Nope. 2017. 2018. And 2019.
Every year. What
Almost.
fucking game is this? Almost. Well, recently.
The WWE games?
No.
Every Star Wars bad game?
No.
Fucking hate you. Fuck.
Spider-Man?
Every year. What's a yearly release of the 2017, 2018, 2019?
This is a franchise loved by the Nerdic gods.
I can't tell. Maybe he's like not being serious and we all hate it.
No, it's just me being very serious.
I said Resident Evil.
It's not Resident Evil.
It's not Resident Evil. Like, what else do we all love? We don't. It's pretty rare we all love a series.
I can just tell you.
Call of Duty. We don't love Call of Duty.
It's probably only a few.
No, yeah, because then it would just be straight up yearly if it was COD. A franchise loved by the Nerdic gods.
Mm-hmm.
What do we fucking love? We hate everything.
Yeah, we are quite negative.
Yeah, we are. Yearly.
I'm gonna hate it when he tells us.
Yeah, no, it's gonna piss me off, huh? Franchise loved by us. I'm just hung up on that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
You guys know?
Yeah.
It is Pokemon.
Do we all love Pokemon?
I'm sorry. We do all love Pokemon. I'm trying to get my digital PlayStation right now.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, you go for that. I'm gonna close out the show. That was a great episode. Good game.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes we've ever done.
Like the game quite a bit. And with that was the Nerd Gods episode 41. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. We've been working hard at this. Go watch my unboxing video.
Yeah, do that, man.
Yeah,
It's funny.
Green thing. And
before we go,
video for the Series X.
a friend texts me. My friend texts me. He sent me a picture. 1 minute.
What did you say about that? All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. Like the video while you're at it. Yeah. Say goodbye, boys.
Bye, everybody.
Tim says bye.
Tim says bye too.